Welcome back to Switch to Linux. We are back here on our Fedora that we just built, and I did get rid of that burning Windows. It's fun, but, it was actually a little annoying. So we'll go ahead and chat today about a way to install Flatpaks that you may or may not want to use, and I might want to guess more of you may not want to use it, but let's go ahead and chat about it anyway, because why not talk about a fun story. Now, the reason this makes a lot of sense is installing software is something that you want to be able to have a good experience on. Most of your GNOME-based distros are defaulting now to the GNOME Software Store, which is very traumatic. GNOME Software Center, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Mostly hate. A little bit of love in that you can install it on any desktop. It will work reasonably well. It will accomplish the task it sets out to accomplish. It is, however, slow and buggy, and it does look like a unicorn vomited all over it sometimes. All these weird rainbowy stuff. It looks like Johnny Ives took over their development team over here and splashed rainbows all over everything. I don't know. But you can come over here. You can do your various updates to your system. You can see what packages are installed, and it will even install Flatpaks as well. And that's one of the things, is that the GNOME Software Store and Discover with the Plasma desktop environment, and Linux Mint with its desktop environment, and MX Linux with its package installer, all of these can manage Flatpaks just fine. But if you look at something like Ubuntu, it has a snap store because it focuses on snaps rather than Flatpaks. And it does make sense to have a snap store. In fact, I do, as much as I'm not a fan of snaps, I have to praise the Snap store. It is a really good software installer, all things considered. But you might want to have a system, particularly things like Fedora's Silverblue or other immutable systems, which are relying pretty much solely on Flatpaks for managing things. You might want a separate Flatpak store, and there is a few options. The one we're going to talk about today is Bizaarre. Now, this one made the news in that it recently got a new icon, added some new features, including your safety risk, which I don't know, this is my second time trying to record this video. After the first time trying to record the video, it made me question, does it actually, safety actually work? But it is based on Flatpak's assessment of safety, which is controversial. I did want to mention here, I did this in the very first time I recorded this, there is a separate application called Bizaarre, which is spelled differently, Bazarr, which is used for, I think it's subtitles and things like that, like a subtitle management. This is Bazarr, spelled differently, and this is the Bizaarre Flatpak Manager. So having a look at it, it is based on the GNOME Software Center, and so it does have a lot of your looks to it. You can see what is installed. You can search for things. You can just browse for things, and then there's a trending, there's a popular, there's a new, there's an updated. So you can see here, latest updates. We got Brave. We don't have a Microsoft Edge. If you just really got to have Microsoft products, even if you use Linux, you can do that. Here's your productivity stuff, OnlyOffice, recently updated, Calibri. Here's your new, what is new over here. So you have a listing of all these. And then here's what is popular, Firefox. Look at this, Firefox beating out Google Chrome. That's cool. Or maybe these are just randomly placed here, but you can see. And then there's trending, which I'm pretty sure was taken over by AI Slap. I mean, what is this? A modern version of classic, okay, visual novel. Microwave Man, play as an appliance. Watch, download videos without ads. Okay, that might be neat. Guess the word in a few attempts. Key maker, managing keys. All right, quick lookup. Turtle, manager Git repositories. Markdown editor. So you can see there's a number of different things. I mean, we got to go with the AI slap. I mean, playing as the kitchen appliance. Playing as the microwave. There you go, folks. So you can come down here. You can see information about it. You can see the version history. So January 19th was updated. Here's January 14th, improved player sprites, fixed the ground tile map, fixed bugs, and then version 1.0. just the very first one. So I don't know what this thing is about. It says here low risk, although it does ask for permission to access all of your USB devices, and that's curious to me. That means microphones and cameras and things. Let's go ahead and install it. All right, so you can see that it will install, and if you click on the status bar, you can see, the second time I've recorded this video, as you can see, OBS still sucks. Tried to fix it. Not getting it to work yet. Trying Blue Recorder this time. Hopefully it works. All right, you can see here it's just kind of downloading it just to see what it is, how it's going. Now, the reason this is controversial is this is indeed the feigned application that he who shall not be named mentioned that their status bars can be gay. And they have only gay status bars. You cannot switch to non-gay status bars. By that, I mean, it is all of the status bar options you have to choose from here are LGBTQ or LGBTQ ally type status bars of various forms. If that's your thing, go for it. That's your thing. The problem with this application is that many people have said, hey, could you include progress bars that are neutral? Maybe progress bars that are flags, maybe based on holidays, maybe just other things. In fact, one person who is, by the way, a gay developer said, hey, here's some progress bars. And they were all very neutral. It was like a construction bar and just soft blues and just, things that were just neutral. And even that was rejected by the community. So bad, there's even a GitHub patch for it. So you can patch it to get rid of all of the pride stuff out of there. Although there is one issue stated about this repository that says it doesn't work. I don't know if it works or not. I did not attempt to build this or install it. And of course, he who shall not be named does mention here that several people suggested, hey, can you have neutral, not remove what's there, but just have some neutral ones, just have, maybe even the regular straight flags, which apparently there are flags for, or whatever else. And all of those were rejected while saying that this poor man here needs to be beat with hammers, which, by the way, should be, and I think is a credible threat and or a jailable offense. If it's not, it should be. It's one thing to say, hey, I disagree with your lifestyle. It's another thing to say, bash that guy's head in with hammers. The former is a state of opinion, and the latter would happen to be an advocacy of a crime. Okay, just to be clear, we do not want to mention, we do not want to make anybody feel as though that's the case. But this is the problem, that when you have applications and people are so sick of this type of stuff being forced upon us. Go do what you want to do where you want to do it. But an application does not need this. And this is why I suggest probably most people will not want to be steering towards this, knowing this is an agenda that's in here and they are flagrantly against even neutral options while calling for the harm of a person who calls that action out. That is certainly a problem. Now, of course, we took the time to install Microwave Man, so let's go ahead and have a look at it. And I'm going to have to turn my speakers down because it is loud. Hopefully it doesn't come out this loud for you, but here you go, folks. Yeah, look at this. You can play as a microwave. Yeah, baby. Brace bar jumps. Look at that. I mean, I found my new addiction, folks. I'm going to be playing as the microwave. Does this keep going this way? I don't know. Nope. I got to go up there. Okay. But yeah, kind of useless, whatever. But there are other applications that if you are using Flatpaks that I definitely like better than Bazaar, Warehouse and Flat Seal being two of those. So Flat Seal allows you to go in here and have a look at all of the options and all those weird things like my Flatpak isn't working. And then people are like, well, you just need to enable all devices. And you're like, how do you do that? Well, you just come on down here. If you have Flatpak installed, then you can just go ahead and boom, enable all devices. Look at that. So this was actually set. And actually that's curious. When I uninstalled that, I asked it to remove all data and it apparently didn't. By default, this thing wants access to all of your devices. Kind of curious, ain't it? Right. But that's certainly how that works. And you can do this on any application. So here is what the extension manager wants that we talked about the other day. Here is what Bizaarre wants. So here's other files. Here's your system bus, session bus. There you go. Here's your portals, can run in the background. So you can see it's, as far as an application, it does not have really any major objectionable issues with it. So that's actually pretty good. Now, the other Flatpak resources I like is the Warehouse. I have videos on both Warehouse and Flat Seal. This one here is an excellent source where you can go in here and you can look at the various packages. You can see the information about those packages, and you can go in and have a look at your remotes. So you can see, since this is Fedora, it has the Fedora Flatpaks and FlatHub. You can easily add other ones, including the most popular ones. You can simply add with the push of a button, and then you can add other custom repositories there as well. So it makes managing your remotes very, very nice. Here's your various user data. Of course, let's just tell the user data on the Microwave Man. I have no idea what that thing's doing. You can do snapshots of stuff, and you can even install packages over here. Choose which one you want to do, and then you just need to search for your package. Let's do OpenOffice. So we'll just kind of start with typing in the part. It is not amazingly elegant. Oh, OpenOffice is not showing up. Oh, I'm sorry. Should be only Office. That's what I was meaning to do. My apologies. Yeah, OpenOffice is not available. That has not been developed for a long time. But only Office is available, so you can search it up. You can install stuff here. Obviously, you can't browse. It's not as pretty. It's not as beautiful, but it is certainly an option. But there is a little bit about Bizaarre and the Bizaarre stance that they have taken on some of their things. And just wanted to point that out to say, yeah, there are package managers like this for Flatpak. The question is, which one do you want to use? And I will note that this does work way better than, even though GNOME Software Center does manage Flatpaks. I tried to install a few different Flatpaks from this, and I failed every time. It would just taking forever. So I actually end up just installing them manually in the terminal because the GNOME Software Center was that bad. Whereas this one over here, obviously you saw how fast it installed the Microwave Man, which of course is just small. But even Blue Recorder, this took me 6 minutes to install here on Bizaarre, whereas I let it sit there in the background for 15 minutes on the GNOME Software Center, and it still did not install itself. So I have no idea what the GNOME Software Center is doing. This one, at least we can see what the status updates are and things like that. So that certainly is an option if you are looking for a way to manage Flatpaks, or you can always just go right on over to you can always just go over to FlatHub and you can search for an application. Let's just go with that only Office again. You can click in over here, click the install. You can copy this and paste this into the terminal and it works just as fine. Now, there are some systems that just clicking the install button will set up and will automatically download and install this. It depends on your system. So there are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about Bizaarre. And would you use this? Let me know in the comments down below.